That's not cool. It feels a lot meaner than it is. But yeah, no, however, essentially because it's like, what, 3:30 a.m. now? We're on the 22nd. I started streaming 3 years ago today. I actually think I went live at like 5 a.m. originally. I don't know, I was laying in bed and I was already like thinking about streaming. I had considered it in the past and stuff, but I never really had like any reason to do so. I never watched any streamers live and stuff. Also, I worked out the other day that I actually watched PewDiePie on YouTube first. I thought it was like Shroud, but it's actually PewDiePie. I used to watch his Amnesia videos a lot. I used to love that shit. But yeah, no, I spoke to like the doctor at the hospital and stuff about like my medical conditions and stuff, and he was just genuinely listening to me talk about like what I filled my days with, you know, and it was just gaming and stuff. And yeah, it's like, you should consider streaming. So yeah, I started streaming after a while. But yeah, I think I started with like 1 day a week. Eventually, like a week or so later, a week or two later or something like that, I streamed again. Then I started doing like 2 days a week. I kind of like shuffled them around a fair bit. I only used to stream for like 2 hours a stream at most. I'd play like PUBG mostly. And then when I started playing, I think 3 days a week, I think I brought in 7 Days to Die, and I missed both of them. I brought in 7 Days to Die and I brought in RimWorld, I'm pretty sure. Azul is almost going to fall off the desk. Oh no, she should be good. Phoenix is just like eyeing her up. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird to think, like I said earlier, that it's like 3 years past already. Can I get you at least? Oh, thank goodness. I got one of them. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it tells you when you like squish one. So, yeah. I don't know. I know that like my Twitch, I don't know, at first it felt like it was like slow growing, and then it felt like it was growing really fast. You know, it's one of those things that's like really weird. It's kind of like I'm conscious of it, but I wasn't aware of the passage of time for it, kind of thing. Whereas like YouTube kind of exploded for me within like the first year. It was a bit unusual kind of thing, but I am pretty sure it was a combination of like the 7 Days to Die, Dwarf Fortress, and the Coffin of Andy and Lele videos, because they were supremely like stupidly popular compared to like how many followers and stuff I had at the time. Like the views that I have on the Coffin of Andy and Lele, I think I had like 75 subscribers, and I had like 2,000 views on these videos. I'm like, shit, you know. But yeah, it's kind of interesting because like YouTube changes a bunch of stuff over time. Like it brought in a lot of like AI stuff, which kind of like did harm in a sense to my channel. I feel like once I like figured out how to turn it all off, like keep track of it and stuff. I don't know if this is gonna get past here. But yeah, it kind of like did a little bit better again. Twitch is just, I don't know. If you guys are here and you've got time and you want to come hang out and stuff, yeah, I'm usually relatively consistent. Obviously at the moment I'm probably sick, and I have had like a good deal of like holidays at the end of this year. I do want to space those out better next year, so that like, you know, I'm not gone like a week every single fucking month, you know. We're almost back home, I'm pretty sure. We're not too far away. I do not like the AI stuff. Yeah, well, the thing is, like, they kind of like pitch it to you in a way that sounds like it's like pretty good sort of thing. Like, for instance, I thought that when the what do you call it, the auto translate stuff came in, I was like, oh, that would be cool, you know. People that don't speak English around the world and stuff will have a chance to be able to watch my videos and stuff like that in like their own language and stuff, and yeah, it turns out like most people hate that and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I don't speak any other languages, so I don't know how terrible it automates sounds, you know. My car is struggling. I've got fuel with me, but we're almost out of fuel. That might be why it's struggling. But, can I add fuel to it, please? But, then they added, like, other stuff. Like, they increased the amount of ads. So I thought that there was only, like, X number of ads, and then I went and looked, and I'm like, holy shit, there's, like, 11 in a 30-minute fucking video, and I'm like, god damn. So I had to, like, fix that. They've got, they got summaries and all sorts of stuff, but, I mean, there's more stuff to it, whatever, than what I can just remember in this moment. But, yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of, like, with AI stuff. Like, there is so much, when you open, like, a program or a site or something like that, like, I'm so sick of, like, you open a browser and it's like, it's updated, so it takes you to, like, the what's new page instead of just letting you browse the shit and look at that optionally. Or, you know, you do a search and it's like, the first option is to AI search, and it's like, I don't want to AI search, I want to search actual facts, and I want to go look for it myself, you know? Stuff like that kind of annoys me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really see that shit changing. This is struggling hard. I also haven't watched a fuel line go down like that. I know we used a lot of fuel to get this home. I'm going to park it up where I had the black car, honestly. And we're going to make her sleep for the night. I don't know if I can get this in here, but I'm going to try. I don't want to hug the wall. Not that fucking close. Oh, I think it's gonna boop that, isn't it? Hold up. Why won't you... Are you too close to the wall? Yeah, it's gonna park it up behind that. That's fine. I can get that one out forwards. Give me the key for a sec. Okay. So I definitely can't reverse this one out, but that's okay. I can still get out of here. I just can't move it forwards without, like, moving one of these other ones. Really annoyed with the ads. Because I just like to fall asleep to them, right? And I keep getting an ad, like, you want to gamble away your money. No, you can. Like, let me sleep. So there's a mosquito flying here. I have to agree with that too, because, like, my partner listens to YouTube, like, different, like, music and stuff like that to go to sleep to and stuff like that when he wants to sleep, right? And I'll be sometimes sitting there, and the next minute, like, you know, the room's, like, lit up, and there's, like, bright flashing, like, borderline, like, fucking disco going on from, like, his tablet and stuff. And, you know, it's absolutely blasting some kind of ad. He's got it in, like, a earbud thing or whatever. But, like, that shit, you know, is louder than the others. And some of them, they just keep going, and I'm like, he's not awake. And I know he's not awake because, like, he would have probably stopped the video by now. But, yeah, I'll normally just go and, like, turn off the phone at that point because I know he's... phone or tablet or whatever. I just know he's asleep, you know. It's more of an indicator for me. But, yeah, I couldn't imagine trying to sleep to that. I just have music that I just play on my tablet myself. But I always find devices, I feel like they know when you're not near them or not able to do something about it. Because, like, if I was to put something on TV or I was listening to something on my phone and I was to walk away, it would most likely take that exact moment to play something, you know? It's, like, always the case. Like, I also get that with, like, my phone alarms and shit too. If I put it down and I walk off to do something and it's something, like, I can't actively do something about, it will automatically take that moment to do the thing. I'm gonna put some of the alcohol in the corner. I wanted to eat more of the eggs and shit, but she's taking a lot of damage. Taking a lot of damage from probably walking around with this stuff, so I'll take her a moment to like get these off her. I just want to put all the alcohol stuff up on the bench because I don't have a lot of like cabinet space and I don't really mind having like a little bit of this stuff on the bench. I could disinfect something. I didn't realize I had whiskey with us. Have I got more? I've got 2 more bandages I could possibly sterilize with that. See if I could do more with that. Hold on. Can I... Yeah. Do more of them because I'd like them to all be sterilized because in the event that I get like a scratch or something, I'd like them to be like as clean as possible. Could you please add an auto skip button? I don't want to listen to 2 annoying people comparing rice cookers for 5 minutes. Oh, you know what they did add instead, Waver? Is they added the ability to automatically skip to sections of the video that's most watched, which in most cases are people either skipping past somebody's like promotional bit or they're skipping past like sections of the actual video and stuff instead of like listening to it and stuff. So YouTube did bring in an auto skip feature. I'm pretty sure it's a paid for one, but it's not the kind of one that anybody wanted. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of this stuff just is shit. You know how you were asking me the other day about what the internet was like and stuff in the past? And the thing is, like, it seems so inefficient and, like, kind of not as good as it was kind of thing. Like, there's a lot of things that are less practical. Like, if I open something, I have to typically click on something to get it out of my face so I can do the thing that I opened the thing to do, you know. Well, like I said, you know, you get like AI shoved in your face or something like that. It's like the first thing. It's like, okay. I don't know. I kind of feel like I have to click more screens to be able to, or click more buttons or whatever, just be able to do the same thing I used to do. And there's a lot more stuff shoved in my face than ever before, you know. Oh, there was a new one too. So I often like look up words when I'm not 100% sure like what they are, or when 2 words are really similar and I'm not really sure which one's right. Thank you for the sub, Alter Ego. I now actually get notified when YouTube does stuff, which is nice. I didn't realize it was going to go off. I didn't know that actually works, so that's nice. I appreciate knowing. But yeah, if I do a search for a word on Google and I find the definition, the meaning and stuff like that, and normally what I'd do is I'd copy that word, right? I'd copy it from like the search bar. And what it does now is it used to change the word to the new word that you had selected as one of the couple of options of like correct spelling and stuff that you'd like to look up the meaning of. And now what it does is when you click on it, instead of it staying that new version, it changes back to your shit spelling version. So yeah, it just makes it like one step less useful kind of thing. Because now I have to like, I don't know, I have to undo that kind of thing, or I have to copy it from like a different part of the screen. Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's more efficient, you know? Yeah, I really want to know best part of like 2-hour radio winter soft music ambience. Yeah. I think I have both of my cars. I might have to go put the key in the white car so I can take it off there. Realistically, I should just have it on my keys. But I have like a lot of car keys. And actually, you know what I want to do? Because none of these have got fuel in them. This is what I wanted to do the other day. This one's got a car key in it. It's empty. What was that battery? Oh. Nah, the battery's still good. That's right, the engine shit. That's fine, that's fine. I just wanted to check, because I'm like, if the battery's going dead because of it, That one's hot wired. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure this one I've got a key for. This one's hot wired. It's hot wired. That's right. That's how I got that one home. This one's my original fucking car. But it broke down the street and I didn't have keys, but I did have the hot wiring skills, so I made use of that. This one's got a tiny bit of fuel in it. It mustn't have much. Yeah, but it's got its key in it. The reason why I want to do this is I want to make sure that I only have the keys for the actual cars that I'm driving, because I've picked up like a lot of keys. Hold on. Yep, pop that in there. That one's got fuel. I'll have to turn that one off in a minute, but its engine is dead. That's why the other one doesn't work. Yeah, got it. All right, now this one. Let's see. I'm pretty sure random screech. That one's got keys. That one's got the dead engine too. Now, I won't be able to get in the other side of this, I'm pretty sure. But let me jump over. That one's got keys in it. Can I get out? Apparently, yes. Apparently, it moved the whole car. I don't know if you guys saw that. Damn, okay. I'm enough of a unit, apparently, to move the whole fucking car when I get out of the door. Jesus. Okay. All of my car keys are in the thing, and what I want to do is I want to get all the other fucking keys off me and chuck them in a goddamn fucking drawer. Specifically, whatever drawers I can in here, maybe. Maybe I can just put it on the table. No. I'm gonna look like shit. I do have spare car parts. I have a spare windshield thingy. I've got a mirror and a thing. Okay, hold on. And I have a hood. It's a little bit worn, but it's better than nothing. So I gotta move the wood out of this room. There's a pot plant in that corner. I was gonna put the keys in the corner. I could put the keys in this corner. Yeah, I can. Give me the floor. I have places for everything except for these keys. It's just everywhere. And okay, I've got all the keys possible in every car that I have. Cool, cool. All right, let's go get the keys out of the ones that got fuel. Nope, that ain't quite right. I like how the knives look on her. Now, that one's hot wired. The green one's hot wired. This one, I don't want to take it out. That one doesn't have a working engine. The white one here had fuel, but what was this engine like? Status unknown. Do that for a second. Actually, no, leave it back in there. Guessing it's not working. Hold on. Let's find out. It's been a long time since I played with the cars. It's cold out here, apparently. It has fuel. It definitely has a working... That's right. It's got the ship boot. I should turn it off, but I don't feel like it's using any of the fuel that I put in it. Okay, give me that. Where did you put that? Because what I want to do is I actually want my actual keys. Oh, no, get out of there. By the way. Yeah? What, by the way? I want my actual keys on me. This one can stay, but I will siphon the fuel. Because it's got no... I don't have a thing to put it in. I gotta put that somewhere else when I siphon the fuel. I gotta siphon the fuel out of that. This one had a key. And an engine. You know what? I'm just gonna leave the keys in them. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm not gonna keep bazillion keys because I know that that contributes towards the fucking weight. It's not supposed to, but it fucking does. Give me this. That. And... oh, nope, not build. Get me into the car. Learning the 4 main French sources. I say it's a really good thing to learn so far. Oh yeah. I wouldn't mind like figuring out how to do like the butter spaghetti recipe that you do. Butter rice, I think it was. That intrigued me because I heard somebody else talking about it at one point. I'm like, interesting. Because like I knew you'd talked about it in the past. And it's not something I've had. It's not something I knew existed until I started talking to you. And just curiosity's kind of got me with that, you know. Spaghetti with butter rice. No. I think you make rice with butter, or you make a spaghetti and a butter sauce. I'm not sure what one it was. I thought it was rice, but I feel like I've heard you talk about pasta more than rice. Where is that fitting? It's nowhere. Okay, we'll come back for the trauma bags. Make rice with butter. I thought so. I wasn't sure, because like I said, I've heard you talk about, like, spaghetti way more. So I wasn't really sure. But yeah, I was pretty sure. I am curious about it. I'll probably try to make it someday, because it just kind of interests me. Right, I've got, like, a pile of twigs in this corner. Miscellaneous twigs. Use better. I also use one. Okay, so both were technically right. That's fine. Yeah, no, I knew I'd heard about it, but I saw somebody making a recipe with it on a show, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Because I thought it might have been like, you know, perhaps like a family recipe or something like that kind of thing. Because I just never encountered like a conversation of like butter and spaghetti and stuff before, or butter and rice. But it now has me kind of like being like, you know, I am curiosity piqued. I need to put some shit away. We got some paper, miscellaneous paper stuff. Let's see, we've got books. Oh yeah, I found a golf ball. Just for shits and giggles, I brought it home. These are all skill books. I haven't read that. I should have read that. Fucking hell, that would have helped me out on the road. Chuck those back in there. I'll have to read whatever I've got. Like one of the friends was like, I just add butter and some cooking oil into the boiling water of the spaghetti. Oh yeah. Well, I've heard people adding like oil into spaghetti, but I haven't heard of like oils. Well, I've had like sauces in rice. Lol. Azula's tail is hanging off the desk, and it's just close enough that Phoenix can sniff it, and it's bugging her a little bit, so she's trying to hold it up in the air, but she's too sleepy, and Phoenix is just like too curious. He always sniffs her tail every chance he gets. Phoenix and Azula are my cats, for anybody that's wondering. Azula's sleeping on the desk beside me, and Phoenix is like basically like mostly passed out on the chair beside me. But I'm guessing he was sort of asleep, and her tail flopped down on him, and that may have woken him up, kind of thing. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. I should get more of the alcohol and clean more of that. I'll find a place for the keys. I'm sure I have a spot in the house. I have a spot for just about everything, so it's fine. Now, that's right, I moved paper into here, into the flammable drawer. That's right. I have the flammable cupboard for notepads, notebooks, paper. Not that. Toilet paper in there too. You good, Phoenix? You getting a good sniff? There's a paw right there. You could sniff that. You could absolutely sniff that. She wouldn't even. If you like, I could always send you a text of some dishes I make. I feel like recipes are one of those things where it's kind of like a little bit too long to share, you know? I also still have 8 uncooked eggs. Did I pick up more eggs? I might have picked up more eggs. Yeah, I feel like recipes are one of those ones that's a little bit hard to share because they're kind of generally long, unless they're like super, super short stuff. Let's see. She is hungry, and you probably could, when I send you the song that I said I'll send you, because I know that like otherwise my whispers aren't open. I also don't know where I'm going to put this. I guess I'll put it with the duck, perhaps. Let's get you to read these. I should have read them out and about because it's Wele. Oh my god, Wele. Melee. Oh, they're just schematics. Okay. It's not the same thing. It's fine. Maybe. She's a bit thirsty. She's a bit cold. She's hungry. Yeah. Alright, well, she read one of them. Did she read them both? She read both. Neat. Let's put... I don't really want it to burn. That's a really big golf ball. Let's put it on the display thing. Yeah, there we go. that looks more like a baseball. Or else, like, size-wise, looks like a baseball. Now, I can't remember where I put my fuel originally, but I do have, like, miscellaneous drawers for, like, stuff. So, where is materials? I want just materials to jump into there. Just protective gear, skill books. I don't want to lose that. I do want to put that out with the thing. I don't think I was finished putting that away, but I was not. Yeah, let's put the rest of that away. There we go. Pretty sure that's material. It's all about if you want to, though. I'm going to force you to cook something that you don't want to. To be fair, I cooked something in February, something in April. I cooked some lamb recently. I haven't actually really made much, like, in the way of, like, food and dishes this year. I've mostly been eating, like, canned ravioli since I could eat beef again without getting sick. So, yeah. I've just been mostly eating, like, a can of ravioli a day. It's, like, my main food. With some cheese, of course. Oh, yeah, the water bottle on the ground. Give me that. I had to put that away properly. I don't know where my water went. My water is empty by the look of it. There we go. Okay, now it's not empty. I have a little bit of food, and the rabbit meat went rotten. Wow, that was quick. It was poor cut. Okay, so I'm going to have to go put that outside. And these... Yeah, I don't really do, like, a lot of, like, cooking throughout the year. I used to cook up stuff throughout the week. And, well, I used to... When I was, like, working full-time, back before, like, a lot of my medical conditions and, like, injuries and shit, I did used to cook every single night. I cooked my food every single night. And I'd normally have, like, some kind of, like, really simple lunch, like a can of tuna and a bag of salad or something like that, or whatever. So it was, like, extremely low effort, although I did start having that as dinner at one point as well. So, like, just a bag of salad and tuna. Because I'm like, it was so easy to make. And, like, back then, you could actually buy a bag of salad that would, like, be quite sizable and stuff. Now, they claim that a single serving is, like, a family of 4. And I call bullshit, but, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I should be able to use one of these VHS tape things, maybe. In a radio, I'd imagine. You should be able to listen to a bunch of stuff. Maybe you're telling me you have lots of trouble with cooking. Oh, yeah. I cooked something the other day. Oh, that's right. My oven also turns off after, like, 3 hours. So if I'm cooking something that takes, like, 3+ hours, like, on a, like, low and slow type of thing, my oven will just turn itself off. And, like, unless I set a timer for 3 hours or, like, right before 3 hours, I will come out and, like, my food has just stopped cooking and it's, like, steaming or boiling or cold or whatever, you know. It's usually kind of annoying. I was really good with it at one point, except, like, the first few times it happened, I just didn't know why, like, my food would just stop cooking. I hate it. Yeah, it's a safety thing in the model of oven that I have. But yeah, I don't need it. I have no real specific need for it. I'm not really one to, like, cook something for, like, more than 5 hours kind of thing. And usually if I'm cooking something for 5 hours, I'm monitoring it, you know? I don't know if she's, like, stuck on something. You getting out that torch, love, or not? There we go. Oh, yeah, I got pretty far into the room. I don't want to use that torch. We're going to put that torch away. Where's the torch box? Actually, just unequip that. I don't want you using that. No, I'm hoping they approve my days off for Christmas season because I got gifts and I want to wrap them up. Oh, yeah. We have no gifts this year. When we put the Christmas tree up, nothing's going under it. So, yeah. As it is. I must have already drank the fucking water already. Jesus. You think of cake? Do you have any favorites? I do, actually. My brain just crapped out with that question. It shouldn't have, but can you equip primary? I want to use that flashlight, preferably. I grew up liking like mud cake, which is like a dense chocolate cake. But like as I got older, like I don't really go for that kind of thing. I never went for like cheesecakes or anything like that. I never really liked sponge cakes or anything like those. I think pavlova is like probably my preferred cake. Like I don't have a specific favorite, but I do know that I like one way more than the others. I just can't remember which one it is. It's also been like a long